freaking was awkward and was weird, and didn't even let me do that because he thought it was weird. It's just, but he says I love you on the third date. Like, he just didn't.
All right. Welcome everybody to the First Time Podcast with your host, the First Time Dad, also known as Carson Matranga. That is my name, or also known as Brielle's husband. I'm here with my co-host,
the First Time Mom, Brielle Matranga, also known as Brielle's wife.
All right, also known as Brielle's wife.
Also known as Carson's wife, and we are Zalia's parents.
Yes, we are. I feel like I need to sneeze. I'm so sorry.
Do you?
Yeah, hang on. Give me 1 second. Dang, it's
Bless
gone.
you.
It's gone. It's like all tickling my nose. Oh, I hate that. Okay.
Yeah, that's not a good feeling.
Anyway. So today, we're going to talk about the first time we traveled together and just travel in general, like our honeymoon experience, our baby moon experience, our first baby moon ever, our first honeymoon ever, and the first time that we traveled together.
Yep.
If you guys want us to talk about anything else, comment down below. I feel like we're kind of running out of ideas, but yeah, so help us out. So the first time we ever traveled together.
Yeah, and for those watching, and it's like, where is y'all's baby? She's in my arms sleeping. You just can't see.
Yeah, finally we are recording a podcast where she's sleeping, and we did it as soon as she fell asleep, and she was fighting sleep a lot, so she's like, hopefully she's like in a deep
like
sleep
really
right
tired.
now. Yeah. All right.
Okay,
so,
what did you say?
So the first time we traveled together. So do you want to do the first time we traveled
Do
together?
you remember?
Do you want to do the first time we traveled together alone or first time we traveled together? Because the first time we traveled together was technically with family, so I think we should do it like alone.
Well.
Oh God.
Do you remember the first time we traveled together? It's a trick question.
What?
When was the first time we traveled together?
I mean, I would say Disney with the family, but I feel like that's not correct.
Well, the first time that I went on like a getaway with you,
okay,
and like stayed in a hotel.
Oh.
It was like that convention.
I was gonna say it's probably something to dance.
And like that, I just wanted to talk about that because I was so nervous.
Were you really?
Yes, I was so nervous. I was freaking out, and I was literally like, I'm gonna be alone with him and his family, and like kind of a little bit far away, and I was so nervous, and that kind of was like the jump start to when we first went to Disney together, because it was like, okay, I kind of did it a little bit,
right,
but it was also different because that was the first time that I've ever flown, and it was with you and your family to Disney. And
wait, so backtrack. Are we talking about the dance convention right now? Or we're talking about Disney.
Well, I said that the dance convention was a jump start to like knowing what it's like to be in like a hotel and travel with you, and then it kind of jump started to that first time we really, really traveled, because I kind of knew what it was like, but then it was like a whole new thing because I had never flown before, so I was like experiencing something new with you.
Oh, you didn't want to talk about how you were nervous with the dance convention first?
I just did.
Oh,
that's it? I was nervous.
Oh, that's it? That's all you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
It was like 2 days, and I was nervous, but I did get to see you dance, so I enjoyed that part of it, but...
Because again, guys, if you don't remember our last podcast... Well, not the last podcast, but one of the podcasts, she was my stalker, and that's how we fell in love, and we met. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, the nighttime would come, and I was so, like, scared. And I just sleep with your sister.
You have a lot of scares and fears and stuff.
I just sleep with your sister, and all I was told by you is that she kicked in her sleep.
Dude, she did. I mean, when she was younger, she did.
And I was like, great. And that's it. And
like
then...
if we had to share a bed, like when we went to Disney and stuff, or hotels, oh God, she would kick you off the bed. It would be so, like, you would be dead sleep, like, and it would get, like, kicked in your gut, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
Sis.
And so I just remember like that, and then I was not used to that. Like, I didn't just go on trips and like share with that many people. I came out of a family of 4. You know?
Yeah, and we have a family of what, 6, 7,
yeah,
8,
so like
9, 10.
Yeah, but like y'all literally fit the whole freaking family in one room, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I don't know,
that
makes me
bed.
uncomfortable, to be honest. So I never.
You gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
I know. I just
when
never
you're a big
liked
family on a budget, you know?
Well, I understand, but I wasn't a part of that family yet, so I was uncomfortable.
I got you.
Um,
All right, so we went to Disney. And some of
yeah,
your
so
family
we-
wound up going too.
Well, so that was it. It was like my family, my cousins wanted to go at the same time, so then they were just like, oh, let's all go together. And then my sister ended up coming along, and so, like, that was nice. I mean, I didn't really hang out with them as much as I wanted to, but it was nice. I just remember it was, like, all of our first time flying, except your family. And so we were all just like, what the heck are we doing right now? And I just remember I was nervous.
I just remember not wanting to hold your hand in front of people.
I know, you're such a jerk back then.
No, I wasn't a jerk. I don't know. It felt awkward. Like, you're my first girlfriend on a trip together, and I don't know. It was just weird.
It wasn't even just that. It was like in the Disney lines, like, I don't want to like lean on him because I was sick of, like, I'm the person at a Disney line that just wants to sit on the freaking floor. Like, I cannot stand there. I literally just want to like sit down, and
then
even if it's for 2.5 seconds, like, it makes a difference for me.
I'm practicing like my freaking position, like ballet positions.
Yeah, he just wants to sit there and
the
like
line.
balance and keep his posture up, and I'm just like, no way, I'm sitting on this freaking ground. I don't care.
Yeah.
Most of the lines are like outside sometimes, so you're just like,
Can you bring a stroller in a Disney line? No, you park it, right? Yeah, you do. I was just thinking about that because I was thinking, like, when we bring her, because guys, we're going in January for the first time with our daughter. Maybe, yeah, unless we go sooner.
Exactly.
Shout out Disney. Hey, help us out here. Dude, Disney, I'm not gonna say never, but like, what are the likelihood
Sometimes they
Disney
repost
really
TikTok videos.
what do you think the likelihood of Disney actually hearing us right now? Because Disney, you should listen to this, because whenever we talk about our honeymoon, you gotta help us out, Disney. You gotta help us out. I really want to jump to the honeymoon because, like, that's just I know.
Wait.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Anyways, I remember I'd be in the line and like I was just like sick of staying there, so yeah, I'd kind of want to like lean on him, and like he freaking was awkward and was weird, and didn't even let me do that because he thought it was weird. It's just, but he says I love you on the third date, like he just didn't.
All right. Oh my god. Okay. Public affection for me was very hard.
Yeah.
It was like we never posted us like
Touching lips.
Yeah. Touching lips. Yeah.
Anyways, it was a fine
Nothing. We never
trip.
did anything like that.
It was a fine trip. But
fine.
yeah, that was the first time, and we went.
I couldn't wait to go to Disney when it was just me and you. Like, I really couldn't.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
The whole time we were at Disney on that trip, all we kept saying was like, we wish we would just go off and like spend time together.
So we eventually did on our honeymoon. That's where we decided to go for our. Well, it's not really where we wanted to go.
We traveled a few. That's basically where we went. It was Disney.
Well, yeah, for our honeymoon.
No, like that's basically where we traveled most of the time. In
Oh yeah, we're a
relationship.
Disney family for sure. We're a Disney family.
We went there
but
a handful of times.
Yeah.
And then one time, Carson taught in Destin. We made a road trip out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Are you talking about like
a few little conventions here and there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so
like,
we traveled a decent bit.
But
like not like full blown travel. It was
we
more.
went to Texas one time.
That was the first time we traveled alone together. We went to Texas to go see those cousins that she's talking about that we went to Disney with for the first time. They lived in
Texas for a little while.
They lived in Texas for a little while. That was fun, like and flying alone together with you and stuff.
Just me and Carson went, and then
that was fun. I felt like adults at that time. But how old were we?
I
was 18, I think.
I think I was 17. I just turned 17.
So I was turning 18? I was turning 19?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Wait, how old are you?
22.
I'm 23. I'm turning 24.
Yeah.
Okay, I see how it works.
Because we went at the end of March, so I just turned 17.
Oh, that's why I'm confused. Okay.
But anyways, all of that led to, where did we want to go for our honeymoon? And originally, we wanted to go.
We wanted to go to
the UK.
Yeah. No, seriously, we wanted to go on a cruise, like take a cruise to like the United Kingdom or something, like Europe, and kind of explore that. But they had this virus that kind of went around, and apparently, if you say like what it's called, like YouTube demonetizes you sometimes.
That's
I don't know. I don't know if
weird.
that still is the case, but I don't really want to say what it is. But
Yeah.
everybody knows what it is. It was the year
The
2020,
pandemic. Anyways.
the pandemic, and so we literally didn't know where to go.
It wasn't the year 2020.
2021.
No, we got married in 2022.
Yeah, so 2021 was when we were gonna get married.
We were gonna get married in 2021, yeah, but then the hurricane, and then we got married in 2022. But in the time that we were thinking about it, cruises still weren't allowing you on.
And not even just that, like we didn't even feel, even if they did, like we didn't really feel comfortable. But then during the virus, the pandemic, Disney opened back up, and we did go as a family.
2021 we did go.
We did go as a family, and we felt comfortable. Like it felt safe. We felt fine.
Yeah, they definitely made us feel like.
At least I know. I remember I did. Like, and I didn't.
We we didn't mind the mask, but like we knew that when we were going that they didn't have the mask unless you were on the bus. That was the only time we had to.
Yeah.
And
which is, we never really mind wearing masks.
So yeah, like we didn't really
care.
necessarily want to go to Disney on our honeymoon,
Yeah.
but we were like, you know what, we love Disney, and we feel the safest there.
Yeah,
so,
and like nothing else is really open still.
So
honestly.
we chose Disney.
Yeah.
And Carson's family has DVC, which is the vacation club.
Yeah, it's kind of like a timeshare thing.
Yeah. And so they gave us their points in
and we just had to pay
Kingdom
for our
Lodge.
tickets and stuff
We
like
only
that.
had two options of resorts because a lot of stuff was still
closed. We really wanted to stay at the boardwalk.
Yeah, we really wanted the boardwalk, but we couldn't
really
get
wanted
it.
to. Or the Polynesian would have been nice too, but we really wanted boardwalk.
And I think it was probably Old Key West or Animal Kingdom Lodge. It was
I don't remember.
I don't know, but
all I know is that
I had never been to Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Brielle really wanted to go to Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I kind of
Carson never liked it.
Not saying I didn't like it. I just
definitely wasn't top.
No, it was not. I just wanted to go because Brielle really wanted to go there.
His entire family was telling me like how much they loved it.
And it was cool waking up and then you go and you see the animals like basically right outside the balcony. Like it was dope. It was cool. But I just know that there's other places that are cooler, I guess, and like that we really wanted. I think, and at the end of the day, it's like what we wanted for our honeymoon, and we just weren't able to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the honeymoon's supposed to be really special and like a dream come true in a sense, and it was phenomenal. I'm not gonna like pretend like and sound like something that it's not.
What's pretend?
Pretend.
It's not a B.
See, so
might I add, Carson? How do you say potato?
Stop.
He says potato. Potato.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so only on Tuesdays.
I guess it's pretend.
Today's a Tuesday that we're recording this, and my tongue and my lips are not functioning properly at the moment. So stop.
How I feel is this.
Okay, tell us how you feel about our honeymoon, because I feel like we're going all over the place right now.
We stayed
I'm gonna be honest.
the Kidani Village, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is more DVC.
There's two sides to the Animal Kingdom Lodge, and there's like one like quieter side, and then there's
Kidani Village,
that's where we stayed, and then the more like not even really loud, but just more going on.
Which is Jumbo House.
Jumbo House, I think, yeah.
And that has like more like the kids and like has the pool area and everything. That's
probably
exciting
the more
and
fun
and
side.
The restaurants in there, and anyways, I'm just gonna be straight up honest. I did not like it.
No, me either.
I wouldn't go back.
But there's a few things why though. Like we got there. Okay, I mean, our whole honeymoon was.
It was the least Disney experience.
Yes, it was not magical at all. We got there, and we were already kind of like we were excited, like we were ready, whatever.
Yeah, we loved Disney.
We wanted to get our honeymoon pins, like whatever, and we're met with, y'all got married, y'all are wait.
Yeah, these are cast members.
Yeah, cast members.
And they're like,
y'all look too young to be married.
Yeah, and one lady
I'm just like,
literally was like, wait,
I don't
y'all
care.
are married?
Yeah.
She's seen our pins, and she's like, wait, y'all are married? First day. And we're like, yeah. She goes, I mean, y'all look 15, but okay.
Congrats, I guess.
Congrats, yeah.
That's
and I'm like,
what the
what?
freak?
That's not Disney. Like, if you know Disney cast members, that's not it.
No.
And then, like, it was just like...
And it didn't make you feel good that you just got married. And then, like, you know, people were saying, like, oh, now your life's over. Like, just dumb stuff,
Yeah, they're like,
And it's
oh,
like,
y'all
this
just
is
got
supposed to
married. Well,
be
let us know how you feel in 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, it was just
like,
comments
it made
like
me
that.
not even want to wear the pins.
Yeah, Carson at one point got like that.
Like, it's not even
because
worth it.
we know that we both look younger. Like, we know.
Right, we
yeah,
do.
Somebody
Which
can
is,
easily say,
look, when we're 60, that's going to be great. We're going to look for probably 30,
Which,
but
we got a lot of those comments like, wow, y'all literally look so young to be just married. And,
but, like, who cares?
It makes you want to say things like that. But, we just laughed it off.
But I have to give props to one cast member individual. No, two people. One was a bus driver, not even technically a cast member.
Mm-hmm.
And one was a cast member, and it was an older gentleman. And we told him...
No. What's that store?
What?
With the lightsabers?
Yeah, that is where it was. I thought it was Disney. Star Wars. It was Doc Ondar or Unbar. I don't remember.
I think.
Unbar? Yeah. No, Doc Ondar.
I don't know.
Okay, anyway, it's a in Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars place, which is my favorite place to go in Disney. I can't believe I can't remember that. I think it's Doc Ondar. I think we're saying Umbar because Admiral Akbar. Anyway, I'm spitting Star Wars names right now. It was beside the point. It's a Star Wars shop and Disney at Galaxy's Edge, and there was an older gentleman, super nice, so cool. And we told him straight up how, like, a lot of people keep telling us, like, oh, we look too young to be married. Like, they're just not giving us, like, I don't know, whatever. So he told us he was so nice. You want to say what he said? Basically,
I think he said something about, like, how...
He said he kind of got that too. Yeah, he kind of said, like, him and his wife got that too, but he'll say one thing, that marrying his wife and marriage is such a beautiful thing, and, like, he doesn't regret it, and that he's still on his honeymoon, 60 years later or something like that. And, don't worry about what people say, like...
That was the bus driver.
Was it?
Yeah, the guy in the Star Wars store was the one that told us that, like, everybody said something, but his, like, boss or whatever was the
that
one
is right.
that,
I'm sorry.
like,
yep.
Like, it stuck with him because what he said, like, it, like, mattered and made him feel really good.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, basically saying, like, a whole bunch of people could say stuff, but, like, even just by one person saying something, like, it can make a difference, and it can just make you feel good.
And that was his
like,
boss.
That's the only thing that mattered at the end of the day to him.
Because it was, like, somebody he kind of, like, looked up to in a sense. Yeah,
so,
that is right. That is what he told us. That's right.
Because he started off the conversation by being nice to us and telling us something, and then that's when Carson was like, wow, you're one of the only people that have said that, and that's when he told us that story. But it was nice, and the bus driver was like just talking about like how he still feels like he's on his honeymoon with his wife, and it's just great, and actually made a positive comment about it. And I don't know, it was not only the comments that we were getting, it was like, Disney is never really, like, you never see trash anywhere. Like, they're pretty good about cleaning it up.
I want to talk about this too, because we were talking about where we stayed at, and when I tell you it stunk so bad. Like mildew, like I don't even, the carpet
stunk.
Was, oh my god.
Might I add, in the Kadani village, they have like an elevator, but it stays in one place, like it just goes up and down or whatever, and there's only like one set of them. So the whole resort of the Kadani village is like a big circle, and so you go up to your level, okay? I don't remember what we were.
Yes, and you have to
had to walk
so
it wasn't like there was
far.
multiple different, like, elevators is what I'm trying to say. Like,
yeah, it was like one elevator and you ran.
Or the other side. Like, if you're on one side, you can go up there. No. I'm not even joking when I say it was like a 7-minute walk just to our room. And that was like, you get off the bus late at night. I don't know. I just feel like that was so weird and inconvenient. And it's like, that's what I'm saying, is like, I would never stay at Kadani Village again, because I just didn't like that. Yes, it was outdated. It was just older, and like, I just feel like it needs a little revamp or something.
I mean, dude, just the carpets alone, how bad they smell. And like and the reason why I remember the smell so vividly was because one morning they tried to clean them.
Yeah,
like, the carpets were wet, and it made it smell worse.
Yeah, they had one of those like machine things that, like, I guess
it was so bad.
Like the vacuum with the water and soap.
And then everybody's like, why didn't you say anything? I don't know, it's just not our personality to like go and make a complaint and stuff,
unless it was like really affecting us, I guess. It's like we walked past this one spot every day that it was like we literally had to close our nose. It was so bad.
It was horrible.
I think it was like right by the elevator.
It was.
But no, it's not only that, but another thing is, like, I'm not it's like a us thing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that was definitely the hotel. Like, I do
Yeah.
think it's outdated, but
Right.
it's not just that. It's just like for us, it just wasn't a fit because
Yeah.
we also are people that don't really like dark vibes.
Mm.
And if you go to Animal Kingdom, like everything's like that, you know, like African, like brown and
Mhm.
yellow lighting.
Mm-hmm.
And so like even our hotel was like that, and like I am a
Brielle
person that is very affected by the
yes.
environment around me.
Yeah.
I don't even like when it rains outside. A lot of people can say what they want about that, but like it makes me feel gloomy and bad. Like I'm like that. So I was looking forward to like on our honeymoon having like a bright white like just like waking up and just everything was bright around me, and like it just wasn't like that, and that's just me. I just don't like that. Like I enjoy like a bright space.
And again, we
around me.
couldn't change our like hotel. We tried kind of at the last minute. We
Yeah, we
tried to
did.
kind of was like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't stay there, you know.
Because
But
it just didn't. It's like we woke up and
I
we
don't
just
wanna,
didn't
I hate
feel.
complaining. I really do. Like
No,
I
I'm
hate
not
this whole thing, but at the same time, like we do have to say how it was, like how we felt.
Yes, it was.
Period.
That's
You
just our
know?
opinion. Like
Yeah.
we wouldn't stay there again. It's just on our vibe.
It just sucked for our honeymoon.
Because
That's
even
what
like
it is.
okay,
Like if it was just
we
a
like
trip, okay,
Wilderness
whatever.
Lodge, which is kind of similar.
Yeah.
But I would choose a different resort over Wilderness. That's just my opinion. Because like I
Mhm.
said, I like those like bright, like feel like
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain
Well,
it.
yeah,
I just,
my parents were really trying to get us Riviera, which is a brand new resort that they just had built, and they went and stayed there for a few days.
2 nights.
Yeah, 2 nights or something, 3 days or something like that for their like anniversary.
Yeah, it's one of the higher.
And they
up ones.
loved it, and they were like, "We want to get that for you guys." So it's like we had this idea of like these just a different resort that we would stay at, and I don't know. Anyway, it just wasn't good. What made our honeymoon really good though, I'm not even gonna lie, was meeting you guys. We met quite a few people on our honeymoon. One was a cast member. One was actually named Avelina, and like I will never forget that because that's my sister's name, and it's a very rare name. And
Yeah,
we
we've
took a
never
picture
had
with her.
anybody like that. Yeah, she
And-
really wanted a picture with us.
And then the cast member was like, I'm not supposed to do this, but like I couldn't help it. Like I, whatever.
Yeah, she wanted to take us
The time, yeah.
as her customer basically,
Yeah.
and help us because
As a guest,
she
yeah,
liked
but
us.
she couldn't.
I don't know. I follow her
said
on
she-
Instagram. Like I still see all her stuff.
Oh wait, no, I'm talking about two. Okay, I'm talking about a different cast member. Okay, yeah, there was another cast member.
Oh, that was the first one.
Yeah, the
we
first
ever
cast
met. And
member,
then
I'm
we
sorry,
met
was
that one,
Amy, and yeah, we
then
follow her on
in
Instagram.
Epcot,
Amy's
we
awesome.
met the other one.
She works in
that-
Pandora, Amy, at Hollywood Studios,
Yeah.
and
And
she,
then-
dude, her face got beat red. Remember?
Yeah.
And we didn't even have that many followers at the time. What, we had 300,000 maybe?
Yeah.
Not that many.
And
I mean, that's a lot. I'm not saying that's not, but I'm just saying like not as much as we
Yeah.
have now. I guess.
think it wasn't even. I think it was almost 3.
Yeah. And then we went
At
to Epcot.
there was a lady working
Yeah.
there, and she was giving out like
She's the one
sample
who
drinks,
said,
and
yeah.
she was like, "I'm not supposed to do this, but I follow you on TikTok, like blah
Yeah.
blah."
That was so
And
cool.
then going home,
Yeah.
it was these like sisters,
Yeah.
and they came up to only me. Not Carson. They actually didn't even acknowledge, and they were like, "Wait, aren't you on TikTok?"
Yeah.
And they had my own profile
And it was
pulled
like
up,
50,000
and I definitely
followers.
didn't
Yeah.
have a lot of followers.
No, yeah.
Okay, we had to switch cameras again.
Sorry. We have a camera and just likes to die so much.
It's so annoying. Anyway,
All right.
I was talking about
Oh,
at the
the
airport,
airport.
and it wasn't even your profile. Yeah, it was mine, and it was just odd because they literally didn't even care about Carson at all.
No, but
Which was
it was
weird.
so funny because I told Brielle, I was like, they know us. Like, I'm like, look.
I could tell too. They were like
they were like giggly, like kind
giggly,
of
and then
like
they were
going like this, like
yeah, like
for
trying
people
to,
that were
like,
watching, I mean, yeah, you saw it.
trying to look at like, is that her? Is
Mhm.
that whatever? Like you could tell, and then they ended up being like, wait, are you Brielle? Like, are you on TikTok? And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. It was so weird. I felt uncomfortable because I really was like, only me? Like, why not? Like, I thought both of us, like, that would make
Yeah.
sense, but it was very strange when it was just me. It was nice, obviously, but I just felt awkward. And, anyways, yeah,
What that
we
made
were
us
saying,
feel really
just
good.
the whole Disney thing, I don't know. It was like the least magical trip we had, which sucked because
Yeah.
it was our honeymoon.
Yeah. And we went to a Justin Bieber concert, and then even a Justin Bieber concert, like it just,
Okay, look, for all you out there,
we are the biggest
we are
believers.
diehard believers.
We really are. I'm not even just gonna act like we're not.
We just like his music. And
Love
like,
it.
dude.
Zalia does too. Like, you say Ziggy,
Her
play,
favorite song
whatever.
is One Less Lonely Girl.
Yeah. And like, we're not just saying like, oh, that's her favorite song. Like, we genuinely mean, because we'll put
No,
on a
like,
different
that's the
song and
only
she
one
like
she
whine or whatever.
loves.
But then you put on that song and she just like listens and she's like, oh, it's so cute.
But that's not even, this is the thing. It was perfect. It was like he was going to Orlando.
The same time we went.
The exact same dates we were going to Disney.
Yeah.
I think it was the day before we left. Like the day before our last day. That's what I meant.
Yes, it was.
And I was like, it is literally perfect. And so I went on SeatGeek.
We're not sponsored.
And
That'd be cool.
yeah. And I freaking found these like seats, and I promise you they were not nosebleeds.
No, they
because
weren't.
I promise you I
Well, not on
sent it to
that.
Carson and everything. Like I showed him, it was like kind of
like,
like
yeah, get
top mid section.
It looked like that at least.
And I don't know if the freaking thing was like the wrong stadium or something, but when we got there, we were so freaking excited.
The highest.
And then it kept going up and kept going up, and I'm like, there's no freaking way. And we were at the literal top to where the back of us was the wall of the stadium. And it was so freaking high, and I literally told Carson I wanted to leave in that moment, only because, like, you couldn't see anything, and we were surrounded by these, like, people that looked like they just, like, last minute got tickets, and, like the way they were talking, they literally didn't even care about Justin Bieber or even know him.
Like, they knew Yummy because it just had come out. Like, that's it.
Yeah, it was, like, strange.
Like, I don't think they knew Baby.
Yeah, it was really weird, and, like, I didn't like the people we were around because they were just, like,
hating on them.
Weird.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna be honest, love Justin Bieber, but, like, you could just tell that he was not really in it, and, like, he didn't care to do the concerts anymore. And, like, shortly after that is when he stopped doing his tour. So, like, it is very, very, like, obvious that he just wasn't in it. And, like, not saying we didn't have, like, a okay time, but, like, I guess it just sucked a little bit.
I guess because we had, like, all these expectations, I guess, because we love him so much.
We were just excited, and, like, it was just not at all what we thought. And plus, it was just, like, we were in an area that we didn't know, so, like, after the concert, there was, like, weird people trying to, like, sell merch and, like, be weird, and, like, we were just, like, uncomfortable. And it was just weird. And
we met a really cool Uber driver though too.
Yeah,
He actually wound up working at Disney, and he's trying to be an engineer to build like the rides and stuff on Disney, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, he was going to like school and Uber driving and whatever. Uber driving. But I don't know. I guess it's sometimes we do wish we deserve like a honeymoon.
Oh, 100%. We will.
Yeah.
Like
because
when the kids are old enough, maybe.
Yeah, it
to
just
redo a honeymoon or something.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we ended up going to Disney for the gender reveal.
That was fun.
And like that was fun, but then a freaking hurricane. We were stuck in the hotel for 2 days.
Yeah, so they said that they'll refund us 2 tickets for like 2 days tickets because the hurricane came, but we could only use them this year. So we are not going this year. We're going next year. So we're hoping that they can like move them to January.
Yeah.
When we're going, but like if not, I told Brielle, I'm like, let's just go for a weekend or something then.
Yeah.
Like, but then it's like, okay, if we just go for a weekend, we can't really do anything because we have Zalia unless we invite someone else. Not saying we can't do anything. Like I'm saying, like rides and stuff. Like it'd just be harder.
Yeah.
To do anything. Like I know they have the ride swap, but like it's not the same. Like just going on a ride by yourself, not with your wife. Like that's.
Yeah, and
so
like,
I don't know.
I'm
It's just
a little
all
bit
this.
nervous about like flying with her.
Yeah.
It's a short flight from us.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half. Maybe
still,
hour.
like I've never. I don't know. You just want it to be like. You just want it to go good, and so like, I don't know. I'm just, and then I do feel bad about that. Like, it's like I do want to ride rides with you, and like we both are ride people, but like I still like feel bad leaving her.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel bad. Like I just feel.
I don't
like
because I think
that's
about
so
how like
mean.
we're gonna bring her when she's old enough, and like we're gonna ride all the rides with her. It's gonna be so much fun.
I know. It's just like here you stay with so and so while I go have fun. I don't know.
Yeah, but she'll have her own fun.
Without us, that's what I don't want. I don't want like to be on a ride and like she's experiencing something and I'm missing it.
Oh my gosh.
That's a true fear of mine.
It's fine.
Like, what if Minnie Mouse passes her for the first time and we're not there? and I missed her little face if she saw a Minnie Mouse.
Babe.
It's a true thing.
I know, but it's all right.
Yeah. You can say that all you want. Anyways.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't know.
I get it, but whatever. I have nothing to say about that because I feel the same way. It's just I don't want that to defer me from experiencing anything with or without her, I guess. Like I don't want to handicap myself to not be able to go experience other things Disney has to offer just because I want to watch her reaction 24/7 when it's like only a 2-minute ride. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not including lines.
Yeah, but we'll get the fast pass thing. That's beside the point. Okay, we're talking about first time experiences and we're going way off topic, I feel like.
That will be a first time experience.
That will be a first time experience. So yeah, I guess we are kind of talking about that. But we'll talk about that, I guess, when it actually happens. But I want to really talk about our baby moon because that kind of felt more like a honeymoon to me. It felt like a chilled honeymoon.
That was a very interesting
It was a
trip.
so interesting experience. So if you guys don't know, if you haven't followed us for a while, there is videos out there.
Yeah.
We took a train, an Amtrak train, because my idea of it was kind of like a cruise ship, but on a train. That was kind of my idea, right? Like you can go get like they had free food, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can stay in your room. You can go to like observation cart, which is basically like a train like cart that's windows everywhere to kind of view pretty stuff. Well, I don't know if Brielle can talk about her experience. I actually really enjoyed it because it was something different that I've never done before, and I'm really grateful to say that I have done that just because it was super cool in my opinion. Would I do it again? The only time I would do it again is if we were already on the west side of the United States, like where it's mountainy and like snowy and like whatever, where there's really pretty views. Coming back home, maybe, or like stopping somewhere and then flying back home. I don't know. And I think I would do it if I had people going with us that was fun in a sense. Like for example, like if we went with like KP, like Coco, like Zalia's godmother, or like people like kind of make it more fun. Where I'm not saying that. Don't even. Let me finish. Like just people like more people like play board games with, like, hey, let's go do this, let's go try this. Like it was really fun with Brielle, like just being in the room and like hanging out and whatever. Like I'm not saying that. It was funny because the train is so bumpy, so rocky, like to the point where I didn't realize the train was that rocky.
Yeah, it
I was
like
actually kind of nervous at some points, but it was funny because it would literally throw you against the wall or something.
And I was 8 months pregnant.
Yeah. But we got the okay from our doctor. Like, we would not have gone if it wasn't okay.
He talked to everybody through Amtrak, and we talked to our doctor before we even went. And she's like, yes, definitely go. Like, this will be your last time able to.
Yeah.
And
like, she was so far along in the pregnancy, like,
she said,
fine.
Obviously, like, she knew we were going to mountains, and she obviously said, don't do anything that's,
don't hike a bunch,
But my experience was, it wasn't even, like, rocky. It was, like, well, I guess, no, it wasn't bumpy, but it was rocky. Because it was, like, a lot of just side to side, like, back and forth and back and forth. And, like, it didn't make me feel sick or anything. It wasn't like that. I mean, I do think that some people that struggle with that might on a train. But
the food was not good, too.
No, the food was freaking disgusting. And I kind of knew it was going to be, like, as soon as we sat
But look,
down,
listen,
I could tell.
I've traveled a lot because I used to travel with dance competitions for work. I say used to, but I just took off this past season because Zalia was born. I might still go do it. I'm not sure. But anyway, I used to travel a lot and to different states. It is so different than Louisiana. Like, Louisiana's food is just so good. And
yeah, we live in Louisiana.
And very flavorful.
I don't know if people knew that.
Well, it's fine.
Every food is seasoned very lovely.
It's just delicious, right? Like, you just...
If you had Southern food, you know.
Yes. And so when you go other places...
bland.
Yes, they don't use seasoning. Like,
salt and pepper.
They use salt and pepper, and, like, they don't... And I don't think they use anything else. And that's kind of how Amtrak was. I don't think they use salt and pepper,
it was
actually.
not good. I mean, the breakfast was all right. I got French toast.
Well, you
so
can't really
I
mess
feel
up
like it's
eggs
kinda
and
hard,
French
yeah.
toast. So,
Oh no, we have
Right.
a little girl awake over here.
wait, well, we got through a lot
No,
of the podcast
the-
with her sleeping. Hey, Dad.
The baby moon was definitely, yeah. So my point of view was like, the rockiness really didn't bother me.
No. But wait, let's tell them where we went. So we wound up going to Denver, Colorado to the mountains because we've never, well, I've seen mountains before, but I never hiked them. I never like went up them. I never, not saying that we hiked big time, but you want to talk too? Brielle's never seen mountains though. So
Never seen like real snow.
No, we never seen real snow, and
The 3 times it snowed in Louisiana was ice.
Right.
So.
And we got to literally go on a frozen lake. It was a phenomenal. What she's talking to? What you saying?
Talking?
We're doing our podcast.
You see all the people on the camera?
That's us.
That's us on the camera. No. Well, this was okay. This is my experience. I do feel like it was I really enjoyed it. I have to sneeze. Hold on.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Something about Brielle. She doesn't only sneeze once. She sneezes like 3 to 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. One time
Zalia
it was
does
literally
too.
9 times. I'm not even kidding. Okay. Anyway, I definitely loved the experience. It was great. I do think it was kind of a lot travel wise because we went from Louisiana, we flew to Chicago, and from Chicago we took the train to Denver, and then we were gonna do that entire thing back.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't do it. It was just a lot.
Yeah.
Because that train is
home.
it's like you spend one night there, on the train.
Yeah.
And if you've ever seen train beds, we didn't get the big room because the big cabin or whatever because it was expensive.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's basically got 2
Bunk
cot
beds.
size bunk beds, and I was not about to get on the top. Clearly, I was 8 months pregnant, and I really didn't want Carson to either. And so we shared the tiny little bed.
It was fine to me.
And it really wasn't terrible,
bad.
but 8 months pregnant, it was just a little much. And the bathroom was so tiny.
Dude, the bathroom was so funny.
So I was like, wow, okay. And then it was weird because it was such a unique experience. That's what made it really cool and fun. But I think I would have rathered a train ride that didn't go stayed overnight.
Yeah.
Just a fun little train ride for a few hours. And I wish we could have gone to the observation cart because we never really got to see that.
Yeah.
And
but then also I was saying, I feel like if we would have, for example, if we would have went to Denver to Colorado, I meant to Denver to Chicago or something, our views would have been so much better. Because we were
when we got on the train, it was we seen nothing, and it was all the stuff was coming out when we were sleeping, and then when we woke up, I finally saw snow, but it was still yeah, it's still
we weren't traveling in the mountains basically.
So probably our ride back. No, because that was what we thought. We had a late night back.
Yeah, and we still.
And we were
anything.
dang, we wouldn't have even been able to see the mountains on the train because it would be pitch black, and it was freezing.
So we just
cold.
booked a plane home.
Oh, I know we were ready to go home, but I think it was because we didn't have any more plans.
Right.
And
we ran out of plans.
Because we did a really cool
it was
what was it?
Awesome. It was a tour. It was a guided tour through the Rocky Mountains. Right? Rocky Mountains.
It was so nice.
Is it the Rocky Mountains?
I don't know.
I think so. But it was so nice. It was so cool learning about it, history, going to the little towns. We tried elk burger. An elk burger was awesome.
And if you know,
if
you knew anything,
I got to skate
when I
on
was
a frozen
pregnant,
lake.
burgers, I wanted burgers all the time.
Yeah.
I didn't get an elk burger. Carson got an elk burger. I tried it. I was fine with my regular burger.
No,
but
she's talking.
You want to talk? Tell them how you felt on the train ride because you was feeling it.
Talk to him.
Did you like the train ride?
Did you like the train ride?
She said, yeah, it was putting me to sleep.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was just... Oh, and I had a lot of Braxton Hicks that trip. I remember that. Because it was literally towards the end. And I don't know. It definitely...
We tried a vegan place. That was cool.
Yeah, their freaking cauliflower wings were so good.
So good.
I just liked the experience because
Yeah.
it was not Disney. It was something different, and like most of the time, we traveled to Disney, and it was our first time traveling like somewhere different and like a completely different atmosphere.
Well, we
and
actually did
weather.
travel. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we did travel for work to a different place.
Yeah, but one was Orlando.
Just-
We've been there how many times?
Right.
And then one was Nashville, and like
Yeah.
we didn't explore Nashville.
No, but
It really wasn't.
yeah.
It was literally all you could do was work.
Yeah.
So yes, we did experience that together. That's actually I was
Yeah.
pregnant on that trip and
We
didn't
didn't know
know
that.
it. We came home that July 4th. We came home on
Yep.
4th of July, and that's
And
when
we
we found out we
found
were
out.
pregnant. But that entire trip, like I was feeling off.
Oh yeah, Brielle was not. I'm like, and I was trying so hard to be nice about it, but then like also like, come on, like this is our first time working together. But it was one because she was pregnant, and that's why she wasn't feeling the best.
Yeah, I was
But-
kind of a little bit like I don't know. And so, yeah, I feel like we definitely need to do more traveling.
I know, but actually talking about it, we've done.
We've done
Quite
a
a
lot
bit,
together,
babe.
but
But I know what you're saying.
we
I
do
know.
need because it's just different experience. Like I said,
Yeah.
like seeing the mountains and the snow like
Oh, it
that.
was
Like
awesome.
I mean,
I wanna
that,
go to
we
Hawaii.
also went in like a
wanna
really
go to
good
the
time,
UK.
and we didn't realize we
Oh
did.
yeah, we did go to a perfect time because like
Um,
literally the following week it was like a bad storm and everything coming. Remember? Or like bad
Before and
snow or
after,
whatever.
it was
Yeah.
like literally like right in between that, and
Yeah.
we
Thank
wouldn't
you,
have
God.
been able to like drive up there and like
Yeah.
even been okay because like it was cold, but like
Mm-hmm.
anytime Louisiana gets cold, it's that wet cold.
Yeah.
So it literally is like
Painful.
painful, and it just hurts, and then you get
And then
sick
then we
because
went
of
to
it,
Denver
it's
and like
just
there was
not-
snow and stuff on the ground, and people are walking.
It's just crisp,
I'm
nice
not.
air.
No wait. Let me say this. I'm not joking you. People were outside and with a short sleeve shirt, shorts, and flip flops.
You could tell
I was
they
like-
lived there. You
I
could
was
be like,
like,
yeah, you definitely
what?
live here because we're not used to that.
I'm like, I'm in a puffer coat and freaking pants and double socks. Oh, it was crazy.
It was so funny.
But I wound up taking off my coat and stuff because it did get. It really wasn't that cold like how you
No,
think.
it wasn't. It was just when you get up high in the mountains, that
Oh,
wind
yeah.
was just like
That
a lot.
wind.
But Carson had the time of his life on that freaking frozen lake.
Oh
like
my
I
gosh,
had
it was
never
so
seen him
fun.
act like that ever. Like he was acting like a little kid, like in a candy shop. Like he literally was
It was
having the
so
time of his life,
fun.
and I just thought it was funny. And like clearly he was like trying to like slide on the frozen lake, and I'm sitting there carefully stepping on each little part of the snow because I obviously didn't want to fall. I was pregnant, and so I'd be standing in the like one spot with snow, and I was just recording Carson like literally just sliding, like he was like skating on ice.
Yeah.
And he was
It
just
was
having
so
fun. And like he would tell me like, I wish you could do this with me. And like we definitely want to go one time where like, you know,
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
I'm not
take them.
pregnant,
Yeah,
but
we're gonna
it
take
still
them.
was like a nice experience. Like
I
I,
say
don't
them
regret
because
going.
we might have multiple kids when we go.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah, I think it was just. What's your favorite trip with me?
Well,
Like, what's your favorite trip that
Well,
we've gone together on?
think about it. The only trips that we've been on just by ourselves are the honeymoon, the baby moon, and
And the
then
work
yeah, that's
trip.
it, right? And the work trip,
So yeah, I guess baby
but-
moon.
the baby moon. But all of them were different.
Yeah.
Like the work trip was so cool because
You were
like I
getting-
love working with
yeah.
you. Like I really do feel like we work well together.
Yeah, you
when
had
you're not,
you
when
were
you're not,
really like excited about that.
yeah, just
And I was too. I just like
you were
I felt
pregnant
off,
and you felt off.
and I didn't
Yeah.
know why.
And it was just upsetting me that you felt off, but I thought it was because like anxiety was trying to mess with you again or whatever.
Until you
But
started to realize,
let's go get a test.
yeah,
But anyway, that was also like really fun.
yeah, they were all
Baby
different.
Moon, yeah, Baby Moon was phenomenal because we did something that we've never done before together, and the honeymoon was just an experience. I mean,
Well, it was our first like real trip like alone together,
Right.
so I think that's what made it like special. And
Yeah.
like, look, that was another thing.
Hmm.
Was the one time like me and Carson aren't swimmers.
Mm.
We don't really go to the
Hell
pool.
yeah.
We don't really like that. And the one time we're like, you know what, this feels like we're on a honeymoon. Let's go relax by the pool. The pool was freaking closed.
Yeah.
For freaking like
maintenance. Or
maintenance,
something,
and
I
it
don't know.
wasn't going to be even remotely open until like the end of that month. Like it literally was so funny. And it was just like everything. And then
Yeah.
we did meet the little funny kid on Rise of Resistance. So,
Oh my
if anybody's
God.
seen the movie Up and knows
Oh
little
my
boy Russell,
God,
I swear we
yes.
met him in real life.
We did, dude.
He talked like him. He looked like him. It was literally
He had no
perfect.
parents
and he was
around?
by himself on that ride.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Like, I don't know where his parents were, but like
It's
he
like,
rode that ride by
This is
himself.
amazing.
No, and like
Yeah,
he was
like-
so cute, and he was in front of us the
Yeah.
whole time. He sat next to us on the ride, and like he commented on everything that happened. And like I have some videos of like just his voice. Like I was recording me and Carson just so I could hear him, and I was like cracking up the whole time. He was the
Oh my
cutest
God,
little kid,
yeah.
and I promise you, he looked just like Russell from Up.
Yeah.
And so like there definitely was moments where like
Oh, of course.
memorable moments that
You
was
can
fun.
make a memory out of anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. man.
But I don't know. It's just definitely not the best Disney experience.
No. But, like, I love you, and that's all that matters. I'm
I
being
know.
honest. And, yeah, I just can't wait to go to Europe with you.
Yeah.
And,
Girl, that's my phone.
yeah. I mean,
That's my phone.
we've always said that we wanted to go to Europe. And, you know, like the UK and, I don't know, all those places.
Yeah. Definitely can't wait to experience more
Yeah.
places like that.
So, that is our those are all our, like, first time we traveled together and different experiences and all that kind of stuff. And comment down below where you have been and where's your favorite place you've been, or where do you want to go. So, yeah. And let us know what else we can talk about in the first time podcast.
Yeah, like what you guys would want to hear about our first times.
Yeah.
Or just talking about first time experiences in
Don't
general.
pull the wire.
So yeah.
All right. So that has been it. Thank you so much for listening and watching. We love you guys. And
It's never too late
Never
for
too
the
late.
first time.
never too late for the first time. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Say bye. Say bye. She's just trying to eat it. All right.